Hi, my name is David May. I'm president of the Fort Collins Area Chamber of Commerce. In this video, I wanted to talk about the downsides of economic decline. The alternative to economic growth is decline. There's a theory out there right now that talks about steady state economies and basically keeping things the same. And for a lot of people that might have some appeal, but it doesn't work that way. Communities are these living organisms and they're either declining or they're moving forward. So that theory might be nice, but it actually doesn't work. So communities that are caught in a downward spiral find themselves in a situation where it's really hard to break that cycle. And in effect, what happens in places where decline is underway, the private sector has lost faith in the community and begins to move out of the community, and consequently you see those negative impacts that begin to take place. A lot of reasons that companies will leave a community. Let me share a few with you. Anti-business actions and rhetoric by government officials, high taxes and fees, expensive and unreliable utilities, lack of reasonable planning, poorly maintained public infrastructure, underperforming schools, high crime, public corruption, to name a few things that impact businesses. And the loss of those jobs and those businesses has a negative impact on the community. Loss of jobs themselves, the disposable income in the community, which in turn means there's a declining tax base, and we're able to buy fewer of the things that we enjoy that are part of our quality of life as a community. And so that's where you begin to see that spiral take place in the community. You have fewer resources to put into infrastructure, so schools, fire, police, etc. are impacted by that negative spiral. And in response, oftentimes what governments do is they try to compensate for that by increasing fees and taxes and so on, which encourages even more exodus from companies out of the community. So it has this negative spiral. Fortunately for Fort Collins, we're not in that kind of a situation at this point in time. The community here is in good shape. But I think the point I'd really like to leave you with is at some point in time, those communities that once were prosperous didn't do something right. Community leaders abdicated their responsibility to take care of the community in the proper way and take care of the companies that were here, and then downward spirals began that led them to where they are today. So the kind of decisions that we're making today have a long-term impact on the community, and it's important to keep that in mind. Let me leave you with a quote from the 5th century philosopher Herodotus. Human prosperity does not long abide in one place. I think as we go about our work in the community, it's important for us to keep those kind of thoughts in mind. Thank you very much for watching.